What's happening? Hey, you already know it's your Carolina cousin, right? Wade J. Hope all is going well out there today. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And yeah, man, again, just tapping in with everybody, man. Just want to holler at y'all folks, see what's going on, man, and talk about this T app, man. Like, listen, man, this T app, whoo, the story behind this is insane. Listen, I understand how it was supposed to be, how it originally started. It was supposed to be to warn women about dangerous, harmful men. All right, cool. Get that. But then when you take it and then you flip it into basically a gossip site, and now this gossip site is putting out different stories about men that we don't even know if it's true or false because, remind you, the women who are on this site can remain anonymous. But now we found out that there's actually a hack. I want to say it was Raj. What was his name? Yeah, no, it's Kas Kasar Kasara Rajurdi. Kasarahjerdi. All right, I can't pronounce that. I'm not gonna lie to you, so we're just gonna call him Raj for short. All right, so Raj, he's a security researcher, and he was actually able to get access to 1.1 million private messages between users of the T app. Now that's some A1 security because I would think the ones who are actually developing the site for the security purposes would actually make sure that there's a checklist to make sure that the stories that are being put out, these stories are accurate. Because if these stories get out and they actually interfere with how a man makes a living, that's defamation. That's a defamation. That's a lawsuit. And you're putting yourself in a really bad spot if you're talking about doing lawsuits. And the amount of women that are still continuing to get on this app after we found out that there was a breach. And in this breach, photos got released, names got released, addresses got released. There was actually somebody who was actually able to take the addresses and pin them on a map to show the exact locations of the women who were actually a part of this app. And 2.5, was it 2.5 million? Let me double check and make sure. I want to say it was 2.5 million. Yes, 2.5 million more women have subscribed to this site via T app on Instagram. Amazing. So, what is it about this app? What is it about this app that is actually attracting these women to this app and saying, we want to get here and we're going to throw dirt on them and we're going to just bash these men? Like, where is this energy coming from? And then for you to go on this app knowing that there's a data breach, knowing that addresses are getting released, and you still choose to go on there. Now that is amazing to me. That is amazing to me. So gossip means that much to you. Wow. You're hurt that bad. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. And also thinking about this out, let's talk about consent. Okay, because if if I'm featured on this app, if a woman is telling a story about me on this app, and whether it's true or false, should not be acknowledged that hey, your name is on this app. Because if it was the other way around, oh, they would have shut it down. If there was an app where men could actually go and do exactly what's being done on T, which actually I had a great name for it. I wanted to call it the female FICO. I thought that was so cool. Um, but actually, it's called a T Born. That's actually the one now that's for the men. So we can it can be a level playing field. Now, where did the females get off thinking that it's okay to throw out all of these narratives with no evidence to back it up? It's something about gossip. I actually read a book from I want to say his name is Randall Kinney. It's called well, just the N word. That's the name of the book. but it's the actual NIGG, fill in the blank, you know the rest. All right, and it actually he actually wrote about a story where at a different point in time in the past, the name for gossip was called N-word news. And if you think about the N-word and what it actually means, like it just basically means an ignorant person. Just going off the definition, just going off of the Webster's dictionary definition. Uh, ignorant, it means an ignorant person. So ignorant news, gossip, stories just put out there just to entertain you. You know, like the National Enquirer. You know, just stories to entertain you. No solid evidence to back it up at all, but we're just gonna run with it. Hmm. Amazing, amazing to me that this is actually happening, people. And now you have the CIA and the FBI. No, I'm sorry. You have cybersecurity experts and the FBI involved in this now because of this data breach. And 2.5 million women have newly subscribed. Amazing. When I tell you, when I tell you, when I tell you, when I tell you that this particular story just really just blew my mind, and I'm curious to see how this is really going to play out and map out. I don't see it working well in the end because again, if you're talking about slandering somebody's name, slandering somebody's character, that's going to interfere with their money, that's going to interfere with their lifestyle. And let's be honest, as a matter of fact, if you actually get a chance, because the photos are online, look at some of these women that are on there. They're not the best looking. I'm just being honest, and women know what I'm talking about. You know, not every woman is not beautiful. Like you're beautiful in your own specific way, but if we're talking about just like drop dead gorgeous, no, it's beauty is in the eye of the beholder at the end of the day. But what I'm saying, like women will say this for themselves. Every woman knows that some women are tens, some are twos. It's just the facts of life. As men, we know all of us don't look the best. All of us don't have six packs and big arms and big shoulders and muscular legs. Some of us are fat slobs. It just is what it is. It's life. It's just it just it has to get to a point where you have to be honest. That's all that I'm saying. Just be honest with people. It goes a long way. Now I feel like I've been rambling on. I just wanted to come through here and just drop this little thing, this little tea about the app, this little tea on the T app. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Are the women crazy for going for are 2.5 million women going crazy signing on to this app? What's the future of this app? What is going to happen with the women who actually now can be brought to justice? Because if your information is getting leaked out and these stories are being attached to your name, then that's slander. So if a man's money is interrupted, y'all going to court. Y'all know how that go. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.